Welcome to Loleventvods. These are the best highlights of today's LEC 2025 matchup.
You might think the Sejuani is blocking for you, but he's just setting that set up.
Wants to get something done here.
They want to try to cheese here since LeBron held the wave.
Okay, MKOI Classic on the flash pay. Are they ready for it? The answer is no. Q flash coming in from Elyoya. First blood there for MKOI.
That's a clean cheese here.
The answer is LeBron plays down a bit of deeper vision. But I think big, again, to go back to that bot lane kill, that they were able to secure that. Lane phase was looking rough for Supa. A bit of extra gold definitely makes things easier.
The nice thing about getting this Drake so early is that it allows you potentially to try to contest the grub spawning at 6 minutes. If they can do so, it's going to be huge for G2, as the traditional early game we see is just you trade grubs for Drake always.
Yep. Elyoya already has the setup on the top side. Recalls for Hansama now. Won't be in time for the grubs. Instead, they're going to stick around bot lane and just try to pressure.
And the Krugs, while Skumon was on that Drake, and Skumon now responding by taking Elyoya's
public
raptor.
execution onto Broken Blade. He's using his ulti, waiting for the shield to expire, taking a bit of time, but don't want to overcommit. Crucially, all he has to hit. Country roads. Okay, Supa, can he get fancy? Ignite to kick things off to make sure that he's taking aggro. LeBron tanking, happy to give his life in the 1-for-1. Still a positive deal. So much CS. That's some nerdy 80 carry stuff, but I'm excited that you're excited.
Nice.
That's what matters. We did see upset build earlier today, too, on the Xayah, which I like.
Yeah, but it wasn't
Mirwan going all in. Ooh, good flash from Broken Blade. Nice reaction speed. Mirwan needing to back up now, but the ulti in, the flash to the side. Broken Blade won't be able to get the 2-for-1 special as Elyoya finds the stun, does not stop the haymaker, but in goes Alvaro. He's still up! Elyoya's still living! There's no damage left for LeBron! MKOI outplaying the exchange! Jojopyun here just in time. Pick up a kill for himself.
Alvaro's a miracle worker here. He's able to
see, which is really big for Varus again. Likely to build the Swift March.
Alvaro
caught here, level 5. Good initial dash back. Elyoya dashing out. Jojopyun taking a bit of time. Marked up. Does still not have the minefield. No Unraveled Earth makes this a little bit harder. Flash commit for Caps. Level 9 there for Jojopyun trying to hold on. Good flick back. Good follow. Supa here as well. A good ulti could change everything. And now the Zin's in trouble. MKOI once again turning G2. Getting
oh my god!
Elyoya with a double, and now it's Hansama all on his lonesome. Going to flash away from a very public exit.
And for me, the question is, can LeBron bounce back? Because we've seen that he... Oh, maybe Elyoya might be in trouble here.
They spot him. Q in. Should just be a quick kill here. Nice way to kick things off. Elyoya did not think he was on vision. They knew exactly where he was.
Well, LeBron can bounce back, I suppose.
Well, we'll see. But it's a good question, right? I mean, we were talking about it earlier, and it's such an interesting story of two teams. Whenever any team fails to meet their expectations, I think it's always easy for anyone who's watching to be like, oh, it was this one thing. It was the draft. It was this. It was this. And I think for MKOI, a lot of that criticism was thrown at JoJo. For the side of G2, a lot of it was thrown at LeBron.
Yeah.
Both of those players, while this game, in the grand scheme of things, not the biggest deal, I think for both of them, this split is so much more about showing what they can do.
One of the interesting things... Oh, might have a fight here.
Rob marked up. Alvaro debating if he wants to chase. Good knock up there. Follow through good as well. Alvaro just continuously CC'd.
Set TP behind.
Walk away thus far. Supa already used ulti. Now has used Ghost Blade as well. Broken Blade ready to go. Charm from Alvaro is good. Knock up from Alvaro is good. Saving his support life. But G2 will still grab 2.
Caps just solo killed JoJo on bot. Set TP comes through. They're able to actually just run them down.
It was a good look. Next objective now getting started. Flip back onto Skumon, an excellent start. Still has the ulti. Supa losing a bit of damage there, but we'll finish the kill. 3 grubs, all 6 grubs in the end. Likely to go over to MKOI. G2 going to try to respond with a bit of prio in mid. Keep in mind, Broken Blade already pushing in a wave. Jojopyun will answer, but Caps getting a free wave in bot. He has just been quietly here in bottom lane the entire game once he got out of mid, farming a couple plates, getting a bit of a gold lead for himself.
Oh, LeBron.
Locked up.
That'll be fine. I do think Skumon there maybe thought that JoJo would be catching that bot wave, matching Caps, but an intelligent roam from JoJo here to open up top towards his grubs allows them to get an easy kill on Skumon, and that's 6 grubs going to the side of MKOI.
6 grubs, a big start. Broken Blade finally going to show himself. Was hiding in the brush there for a minute.
I hope. Nope.
We're going to get 2 things.
Okay, so
there he is.
Oh, POV.
Oh, man.
Ooh, Caps is back, baby. Let's see it.
Auto, waits, takes his time. Sidestep, dash.
My God.
That's a lot of patience. Did he hit the back half of that Q?
No, I don't think so.
That's the only thing he missed. He hit everything else. And that charm. Okay, look. Cool.
Yeah.
But for right now, G2 having that back pocket win condition of the soul, of a Hextech soul in the second game is excellent.
It's going to be a fight here over the Herald.
TPN.
Caps TPing behind. Has a flank.
In mid lane, spotted by a bit of vision there, so they'll know he's coming, but Supa's really low. Labrov flash in, Hook managing to connect on that key target. Supa now forced to flash out using an ulti of his own. Jojupun laying down some consistent damage. Great VAR assault coming in. G2 can knock it away, and finally the MS is coming into the fight. Ulti goes out, but Mirwin was unstoppable. His show not getting stopped today. McCoy finding another fight, but Broken Blade trying to get fancy with it. Oh, the W flash! Wanting a bit more, but it will just be the 1-for-1 in that exchange.
My
For
good.
Supa. What was a rough first couple levels has turned into a nice few team fights. Boy, getting a lot of value out of their CC.
Another Herald start here. G2 are looking like they want to contest, but it's going to be hard to enter, and I do think Broken Blade could just trade for tier 2 bot. He does have TP though. They might just try to fight it.
Trying to get a split, hoping for a bit of an angle here. Knock up, still connecting onto Skumon. Flash out just in time.
TP from Jojo here.
Nice body block.
Same identity. You're definitely a lot more sticky. You can play fights much slower. We've seen Caps play thus far. It's gonna be Jojo picking up the BB.
Multi back. Unstoppable now going in. Gonna get caught. Doesn't get hit either. Broken Blade gonna be the one in trouble. Backstep is decent, but he loses his life.
Mirwin is stalling on him, flashing backwards with the public execution in front. It's almost able to take down Broken Blade. Jojo ends up TPing in. I wish he continued pushing down that bot side so he'd be able to deny a lot.
They have a little bit of side lane threat, a little bit of side lane pressure. 2 items essentially completed across the board for everyone in the game except for supports. So if you can get a 5v5, it's a pretty even fight. However, Broken Blade just now respawning. The good news, a member with TP, but the Drake is already gone. McCoy not going to overcommit for an Otacon here.
Now I question, what is the win? 5v5, I'm not sure if they're winning it.
All I'm saying is, Elyoya is committed to building nothing but HP. So there is an angle as the initial fight breaks out. Charm goes a little bit wide, doesn't quite connect onto Alvaro. And the TP now coming in as the tower falls. Broken Blade on the flank. McCoy, patient, fighting for mid prio first. Good fundamentals. G2 getting zoned off, respecting it. Do have push in bot if they want to try to play through bot, but really have to be
able to get anything out of it. They're going to get some damage on the mid. They're actually going to get the full tower with the 6 grubs. Wow.
And now, I'm thinking you might be Team Grub. Mr. Jax.
Ooh, Caps is taking a crazy
tricky,
portal.
But spotted. The entire team ready. Charm there, forced to ulti, staying in the area. Not going to let the Heartsteel get procced.
Caps is so cocky, it's crazy.
I think it's just a bit of fake pressure. They just don't have enough info on the rest of G2. They don't want to overcommit. Happy with just the ulti. Charm, luckily not hitting it. It might be Skumon who's in trouble. Hansama on his lonesome. Supa not going to overcommit.
It's so disjointed from MCoy.
He's collapsing on who? Broken Blade potentially ready to fight things. Just wants Elyoya to line up for the play. The charm is in, but Mirwin going to be the one to kick off things first. The knockback on Alvaro is huge. He uses this as a highway just to get to the back line, but Broken Blade almost able to find that kill. Locket coming in clutch. Q over the wall from Supa does a bit of damage. The G2 were forced away.
And it's MCoy with the advantage to just slowly herd them, start the fight. Mirwin with a beautiful public execution is able to take down Caps, and that's going to be the Otacon going over to MCoy.
Fantastic game from MCoy. Again, these fights you highlighted from the top side fight where G2 pushed just a little bit too far. They've been learning after every single exchange that MCoy just have more.
This Ruinous Otacon feels great when you already have 2 Hextech Drakes, which are essentially, in my opinion, the best singular Drakes as well. Ability haste and attack speed, and now you get 25% value, a little bit firmer control. Although it is going to be the 3rd Drake here going over to the side of MCoy, and I don't think G2 can really get much of anything. I don't think they can start the Nash.
Now, I think G2 know that they can't realistically contest the Drake.
They could try for play on Mirwin.
Losing Baron. So instead, you're right, they're collapsing on a side lane. You can see the mini-map there. Drake goes down, triple Hextech. You already talked about it with the additional buff coming in for the Ruinous Otacon.
There was 0 grubs here. Okay, they're still able to get the tower, actually.
I mean,
so it's going to feel...
breaker set. So.
Yeah, it's going to feel okay, but you are giving going. Oh, now they're slowly chasing here. Super based.
Man advantage. Alvaro locked up. Skumon marking Elyoya as well, knowing that Alvaro is trying to escape. Quick pick. And a pause.
due to an unintended interaction, causing MKOI Alvaro to stand still while clicking the portal, which led to his death. We have decided to chrono break the game.
Ollie. Ward behind as well, doing a lot of work as Caps is now on the flank. No vision in the brush means he has to be careful. Jojo Pune stepping in, Skewmon getting the fight kicked off. Ulti going in from Broken Blade, exactly what he was waiting for. Super now split from the rest of the team. Good Q over the wall, but Caps is standing on the side. Mirwan needs to make the difference. He finds one, he finds two. Mirwan needs to keep this train going. Jojo Pune. Carry threats on both sides. Skewmon now running. Hansama already deleted MKOI.
Super.
Good angle, pullback isn't going to get there. The Facebreaker not connecting. Broken Blade trying to get a bit of work done, a little bit more damage. Maybe the Haymaker will not connect. Flash, committed the charm. Caps finding another. Jojo Pune and Mirwan chasing. Broken Blade not going to be able to escape. Double kill coming through. There might not be a smite, but MKOI are going to get the soul.
And MKOI will take the Hextech soul, and with 4 Hextech Drakes and the Otacon buff, they are feeling very good about themselves. And it's a beautiful... The problem is that all you need is to really land one skill shot inside of MKOI, and it slows down all of G2 so much.
Yeah, this is the fear, the situation that MKOI are very excited about. Getting G2 to fight into this choke point. TP now coming in. That's going to be Caps. Broken Blade recalling first.
Oh, good wall by Jojo here.
4K. MKOI, do they want to risk the 50-50? Wall good. 3K, they don't want to get it lower. They'd rather have the 5v5. Nice ulti coming in from BB. There's the Haymaker. Huge damage onto Supa, but not quite the true damage. Caps getting lower and lower. But Mirwan does so much damage. Hansama gone. In the blink of an eye, it started well. The perfect settle, but it wasn't enough. Caps running for the hills. TP's mid lane. They don't even need the Baron. They'd rather have the game.
And that's going to be game for MKOI here. It's a beautiful team fight from Mirwan, BB with a hero play, a great settle, but this Abessa is just so broken. She's taking down every single G2 member 1v4. She doesn't care, and that is going to be the Nexus going over to MKOI.
6-0-6 for Mirwan. The counter pick in the previous game was good in lane, but this one good across the entire game. 37 minutes in, 21-8, 5K lead for MKOI as we go to match point. This first best of 3 between these two teams.
And how happy I am to see us going to game 3 between these two teams. This series is really delivering.
And this is where Fearless gets real.